things we learn from Proverbs that can change your outlook in life. 3 things. The first thing is that you need to this is what we have to do. From Proverbs, I will not hang out with negative people. Write this down. Make a note, mental note. I see everybody's writing. That's awesome. So, mental note. Do this. I will not hang out with negative people. Why? Because they will pull me down. I will not hang out in groups that are looking for ways to be negative. Why? Because they will. 1 Corinthians 15:23. Bad company corrupts good character. Now let's go rewind all the way back to step 1. The fear of the Lord is our foundation. If you cannot go back to the fear of the Lord as your foundation, so whatever group or organization or people or person or family member or neighbor or friend or sibling or child, if whatever they are supporting does not fall under the fear of the Lord, meaning their opinion is based on reverence for God, respect for God, they are against God. Bad company corrupts good character. I know many people who have amazing character, amazing people, but the company that they started to associate it with started pulling them down, so dark down. Where some of them are in rehab centers, 10th, 11th, 12th time, still trying to get out of it. Number 2, I will speak words of life. So number 1, I will not hang out with bad company. Number 2, I will speak words of life. Proverbs 18. The power of the tongue has life and death. Death and life is in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat the fruit of it. What fruit do you want to eat? You have a choice on what fruit you want to eat. The next one, I will be thankful for what I have. 1 Thessalonians 5:18, the Bible says, give thanks. When? When do we give thanks? In all circumstances. Give thanks in all circumstances. It's not, oh God, thank you that my leg just broke. That's not giving thanks. It's God, thank you that you are God. Thank you that I know that no matter what I'm going through, you are in complete control of the situation. Thank you that I know my trust is in you, my faith is in you. You are good, you are merciful, you are mighty, you are powerful. My thanks is not necessarily for the hardship that I'm in. The thanks is for who God is. That's what we are giving thanks for. Your words will reflect your heart. Now, last week, Pastor Bill Johnson from Bethel Church, Redding, California, his wife passed away. And last Sunday, 2 days after she passed away, he preached a message. Man, probably one of the most powerful messages. I encourage all of you to go listen to it. Pastor Bill Johnson, and it was last week, which was the July 17th. You just go to YouTube. You'll find it there. It's very easy to find. But there are a few things that he said that I find so amazing for somebody that his wife suffered with cancer, like a hard battle with cancer. And she was home in his arms, basically. And he says the following. He preached to the church. He said, we don't get to choose stuff like, I don't want to experience any pain. He said, we don't get to choose that. We can't choose, I don't want to experience any pain. That's not an option we get. We do life. That's what we all do. In fact, let's be really honest. God says things like, rejoice always, pray without ceasing, and in everything give thanks. Those 3 verses are completely useless if you aren't going to experience loss and disappointment. Nobody needs to rejoice if everything works as you want it to work. It's pointless. Understand what he's saying? If everything works out always, why on earth would you feel happy? Why on earth would you go, yeah? If everything works out the way you think it's going to work and everything is just perfect, that there will be no rejoicing in us because it is expected. So rejoice comes with difficulty, with hardships, with pushing through things. But it is an instruction from God. Rejoice always. Now listen to the last part, and this to me was so beautiful. He said, I will never forget for all my life the moment, that priceless moment of giving thanks, then to have it taken, escorted into eternity. So him and Benny were sitting with her in his arms, giving thanks to God in the worst of situations. And then having the testimony afterwards of saying, I will never forget this incredible moment. His message is so powerful. It is so powerful about difficulty and hardships and what we believe for. Because there's many of you here that believe for things, like that believe for certain, you've prayed for it. And I encourage you to go and listen to it. But don't just listen through it while you're doing something. I want you to sit down and listen to what he's saying. Because the pain he experienced in those moments, to have the testimony of I will give thanks in all circumstances, is one of the most heart-revealing moments I've seen in Bill Johnson. It wasn't just lip service. It's who he is. Now, that's where we should be. That thing of, doesn't matter how hard it is, man, I'm going to give thanks to God in the midst of it. Because why? He says, I know God's got this. I know what I wanted, but we don't get to choose that. It was beautiful.